When we made Yoda for Star Wars, we had no idea he'd be so popular. He started out as a Smurf. Visualizations of Yoda began with this series of illustrations. And when people are talking about illustrations, they often think of these Ralph McQuarrie drawings. This drawing looks like the Yoda that you know, but the Yoda that you know doesn't look like any of the drawings that were done before the movie was made. Before the movie was made, Yoda started out described in the script as a strange blue character. And these are the first drawings done by Joe Johnston, not by Ralph McQuarrie, that worked from that concept. I mean, basically, here, he's a Smurf. I wonder if the Smurfs were underway before that. I don't think they were. Maybe they owed royalties to Lucasfilm. But, you know, he went through this series of strange blue characters, and they took the blue out, and he became a garden gnome in kinky boots. Thank goodness they didn't stop at this point. You know, would we still be in love with Yoda today if he was this character in these long boots? I guess he'd be living in a lot of gardens somewhere. We're going back to 1979, and you know, Yoda was the world's first animatronic superstar. You know, what we made there was cutting edge technology when no one was putting a crucial character into a motion picture as a puppet. You know, this was 2 or 3 years before Dark Crystal and Labyrinth. It was a time when the latest Apple computer came with 8K of memory. Someone once said to me, you know, what kind of program did you use to operate Yoda? I mean, this image is something like 20 times more than the full memory of a computer when we were making this movie. What we tried to do was use technology that was already there to push the envelope to a new place and to present it in a way that maybe people hadn't seen before. It wasn't until after that Ralph McQuarrie came along with a series of drawings, and these are the first drawings, I think, that have you know, beginnings of a domed head. They have a wrinkly face, and they have the pointy ears. But, you know, in many ways, it's not the character really that you know. I did like the big oversized feet. Somehow, I guess my boss Stuart didn't like those because they didn't end up in the movie. When Ralph McQuarrie saw these, he did another series of drawings, and now we've got the wrinkly face, but somehow this is a much meaner looking Yoda. They call it the Minch Yoda. He looks sly, and he looks a bit mean, really. Although they developed that you know, further, I think these half-closed eyes really, they give him personality, but I'm not sure it's a personality that everyone would have fallen in love with. And this huge mouth, which actually, in terms of trying to build a character, would have been very difficult to get a jaw that had worked well with a mouth like that. But now you can see he's got the robes, he's got the bag, he's beginning to look like the character that you know. These were described as the final designs for Yoda, and you can see that by now he's got this particular posture. He's a small character. It's been decided he was going to be a glove puppet. He doesn't look like the Yoda that you know, but you can see the essence of that character. Make sure you subscribe and ring the bell, or you may miss our next video about making Star Wars and practical creature effects told by people who were actually there.